Good morning, everybody. Debbie Hernandez here at the Arrowhead Ranch Home Depot in Glendale. And October is Fire Safety Month. Every month should be fire awareness, but this month in particular, we want to really focus on what you should do to keep your home and your family safe. And the first thing we're going to start with is smoke detectors. Now, there's so many to choose from, and there's different kinds, so I'm just going to break it down real quick. And a couple things before we start that you can do just to make sure that you have safety in mind is use a surge protector on all of your electronics. This will prevent electronical surges that come through and harm your electronics. And then also some motion sensor battery operated lights that you could put on your steps or in your hallways or in different places to lead your way in case you need it. Also, flameless candles really make it a lot safer instead of having that open flame. Now, down to the smoke detectors, there's 3 different types of smoke detectors. You want to choose your power source. So first, there's battery operated only, and for that, the best kind to do is the battery in the front now. So this way it's much easier to change instead of having to remove your detector and change the battery in the back. If you have old school detectors and you're going to use you use hardwire, we do have adapters that you can use new detectors with your old wiring. So that makes it really easy. Now, if you have hardwired, you can see here, you're going to unclip your old one and then just reclip the new one and put that in. And these, definitely are nice, except if we have a power outage. And then this one has a 10-year lithium battery in it that lasts for 10 years. And that's the one that you should be using if you can, the 10-year worry-free smoke detector. Now, that has a lithium battery in it, which means you can see here, no battery, no wires. You can put these anywhere. You want to make sure you put one in each bedroom, one in your kitchen, one in your living area, and one in a basement if you have one. Also, in the garage would be nice. Now, again, these require no wiring, no battery. They're 10 years, so you want to check them frequently and then date them so you know when your 10 years is up to change them. But it mounts on a plate like this, then you just twist it on like so, and then you're ready to go. So you could put these anywhere, and you want to make sure you put them everywhere you need them. Now, there's specific versions of each one. There's one for kitchens that makes sure you don't have nuisance smoke alarms. So if you're cooking, it won't just go off if you have a little smoke. Then you have one for bedroom, and that one actually has a voice alarm that says, get out, fire, fire, and it wakes you up. There's ones for hallways that have a light on them that lead you to safety. And so there's different kinds. Now, one of the newer versions is smart smoke detectors. And you can see here we've got a plethora of smart detectors. Nest has one, and then Kitty has some. Now, these connect to each other, so if one goes off, another goes off, so it alerts the whole house. That's one benefit. It all goes right to your phone, so it alerts you on your phone, and you could check them from your phone. So smart detectors are the wave of the future and now. So we want to make sure you have everything covered. Also, for carbon monoxide detection, if you have gas in your kitchen or in your home, you should have carbon monoxide. You should always have one in the garage either way. And this one is great because it's just a plug-in. Now, you can hardwire, or we have lithium battery ones as well, but the one that you could plug in, you could just put it in anywhere, and it really will detect any carbon monoxide. So there's a lot to go through. In the next segment, we're going to talk about fire extinguishers, how to use them, and the benefits of having one ready. I'm going to have all this information on my Home Depot Debbie Facebook page and on Instagram. If you have any questions, you can find me here at the Arrowhead Ranch Home Depot. Remember, be safe, and I'll see you soon. Have a great day, everybody. Hey everybody, Debbie Hernandez here at the Arrowhead Ranch Home Depot in Glendale. And earlier we talked about smoke detectors and fire safety. October is Fire Safety Month, and we want to really focus on it. But again, you want to focus on it all year round. Just make sure your home and your family is safe. Now we're going to talk about fire extinguishers. Now, there's a few different kinds of fire extinguishers. Now, you want to have a fire extinguisher that covers all the bases. Things that catch on fire: paper, wood, electrical, and liquids, flammable liquids like oil, gasoline, all of that. So these are the things that you want to make sure your fire extinguisher can extinguish any one of these products. Now, to do that, there's a few different kinds. This one is for really handy small fires that you can just keep under your sink in the kitchen, which makes it really easy, shake and spray. You don't really need to know anything about it. Then there's specific ones like for kitchen, for garage, and then multi-purpose. So you want to pick the fire extinguisher that works best for you, and you want to have multiple in the house, so if something happens to happen in any area, you have one handy. Now, to use your fire extinguisher, you want to make sure you know, and there's an acronym that you can use called PASS. PASS is pull the ring, which is right here, and then you're going to squeeze the handle, and then you're going to sweep back and forth low at the base of the fire. This PASS acronym is something that you should memorize and learn and know, so you know how to use your fire extinguisher. Also, you want to make sure the needle on the fire extinguisher is in the green. When it's in the green, that means it's not expired and it's ready to go. So you want to always check your fire extinguishers and make sure they're good and not expired and ready to go. So if you have a small one, you can mount it with a mounting ring, or you can put it again under your sink or in a safe place. They all come with this little mounting bracket that you can also put on the wall and have it handy for whenever you need it. So again, if you are going to bed at night, you want to check your stove, you want to check your small appliances, you want to make sure anything that shouldn't be plugged in is unplugged. Just for safety purposes, this is a great thing to sweep around before you go to bed at night. When you're cooking, you want to make sure you don't have dangling clothing. You want to keep the kids away from the stove when it's on, and also keep your stove clean so that no grease buildup and so you can't have any, spontaneous fires. You want to make sure you have an escape plan for your family, and make sure that if you have a second story, you can have a fire escape ladder handy that will just drop down out a window. There's so much more, but just make sure you're conscious of what's going on around you. Keep your smoke detectors up to date, keep your fire extinguishers handy, and be safe. I'm going to have all this information on my Home Depot Debbie Facebook page and on Instagram, and if you have any questions, you can find me here at the Arrowhead Ranch Home Depot. Happy October and Fire Safety Month, and be safe, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everybody.